Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how to top off a Ford F350 with the V10 with the coolant. It's not hard, but you get the Ford Gold, the concentrated one. You can get the premix. I think it's a little bit more, but if you get the concentrated, you get more. But you got to mix it yourself. Pretty much get distilled water. I put some distilled water. It should be 50-50, but like, you know, I'm gonna get close. But pretty much, this is a fresh one, so it's just straight coolant. It's not mixed or anything. This is distilled water. There's only like like a quarter of it in there, but we're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna top it off. We're gonna put it in here, and then we're gonna put it in the truck, and then we're gonna do that. I think about 3 times. Yeah. I have more over there. It's not gonna take all of that. That's just extra for later for other trucks out in the field. But I'm gonna mix this up real quick, and then I'll show you guys. So sit tight. I filled this one up 3/4 of the way. This one, so I can get about half. It's a little bit past half, but not gonna worry about the details. You know, this one will be a little bit pulling, but no big deal. There shouldn't be that much of a difference. You know, the ratio is gonna be a little bit just slightly off, but I'll probably add more water on this, and it'll kind of like level itself out. But so pretty much you put the concentrated into the distilled water, and you dump it in. And I think you do that about 3.5 times. Yeah, so sit tight. I'm pretty much just gonna top it off right now. You know, I'm gonna put as much as it needs, and I'll let you guys know. And then we'll start it and go through all that. So sit tight. 2.5 in right now. It's right here. This I don't usually follow just because they make this for diesels too, and we don't know which, you know, like these get replaced all the time, so we don't know. We don't know if this is meant for this vehicle. So I usually just go a little bit over. No big deal, you know, because I'm gonna start it right now, and then pretty much gonna let it warm up. And once it warms up, the thermostat will open, and then it'll start circulating, and it'll go into the heater core, and this level should drop when it's running. Like, so I'm gonna start it right now. I also need to add transmission fluid, because when you do radiator swap, transmission fluid leaks out. And yeah, I just picked up transmission fluid. It's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes before it gets warm enough for the thermostat to open. How you tell too if the thermostat gets open, you can grab the top radiator hose, but right now it's cold. No big deal. It will get hot, but yeah, so you pretty much just, you know, like when it gets hot, just don't fucking like grab onto it and shit. Just feel it, and then, yeah, it'll be hot. It's not gonna be like burn your fingers hot. If you don't hold on to it, you know, you're like, oh, that's hot. Yeah, and that's it. But yeah, so sit tight and let this thing idle here. Let it warm up. Oh yeah, huh? And also you got to turn on the heater. Turn on the heater full blast. Yeah, heater full blast. I don't know, it doesn't matter what setting. Yeah, heater's on full blast, so it will circulate. And you pretty much want to get the air bubbles out. That's how you get the air bubbles out. Yeah, so sit tight. I'll be back with you guys when it gets warm. Okay, it's been idling for about 15 minutes. Coolant has gone down. It's real hard to see because there's nothing in the bottle right now. It's all in the system. Top radiator hose is warm. I'm gonna shut it off, let it cool down. Then I'll take off the radiator cap, and then I'll put some more coolant in it. And also you can tell because the heater is working. It's warm. Yeah. But and it says it right there on the gauge. So sit tight. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit, bleed off some pressure, and put some more coolant in. Okay, I added some more coolant. It's right there. I'm gonna add some transmission fluid now. To add transmission fluid, you have to have this thing running. Pull the dipstick. I need to check. I actually need to check how much is in there. But there was quite a bit of oil or transmission fluid that came out, so I'm gonna check the dipstick. When you check the dipstick, you want to make sure the truck is warm to get an accurate reading for the transmission. So the truck is warm now, so I should be able to get an accurate reading. Yeah, so check the dipstick, and it seems to be at the right level, right at the top of cold. Yeah, the transmission is still cold because I haven't driven it yet, so it's at the perfect level. When I drive it around, it'll go into the hot, and yeah, when you're running it, or when you drive it for about 15 minutes, it should be hot enough, and it should be in the hot, on the hot side, or like in that area, and that's absolutely fine. Right now, it's at the cold. I haven't driven it yet, and that should be absolutely fine. I'm gonna drive it around, and yeah, gonna go see how it does. But I'm probably gonna be borrowing the truck all day just to drive it around, just to keep an eye on the coolant and stuff like that. I know that it has a blown head gasket, this thing, and I don't know. My boss has been, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna drive it around, see how much coolant it takes and stuff like that, and just try to keep an eye on it. Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, it does check out. Yeah. I'm gonna drive around a little bit if it acts funny or any of that, all that transmission fluid. But for the most part, it's doing okay right now. Got a leaky transmission line or fitting. Oh. It's a mess under here. Kind of see it. Oh shit. Okay, you can see right here the O-ring is blown out. So I'm gonna take off the fitting, find an O-ring, and then throw it back in. And yeah, I have the tool to get it off. These new fittings though, the tool is not working with, so yeah, I gotta take it off with a wrench the old way, and yeah, hope for the best. So yeah, these fucking O'Reilly's radiators are such a bitch. If you're gonna replace a radiator on a Ford truck, just go to the fucking dealer. It's just not worth it to mess around. This is the third radiator that I've put in here. Or not the third radiator I put in here. This is the third radiator that I got that has actually somewhat worked, but now it's fucking leaking. So just go to the dealer. It's not worth it to go to O'Reilly's. Yo, these radiators from O'Reilly's are total garbage. Went to go tighten the fitting. It stripped out, so I re-tapped it. I vacuumed it out, or I got all the shavings out, I believe. And put the fitting back in. It tightened up this time, and now I'm gonna start it and see if it fucking dumps transmission fluid all over the place. So yeah, I'm gonna start it right now. I cleaned off the area, so I'll know. I didn't clean off the ground, but I cleaned off the area. I know I should have it on the lift, but I'm too lazy to put on the lift. And here we go. Don't see any immediate leaks. Get the flashlight. It seems to be holding this time around. That's good. That's a good sign. Oh no, it's leaking. God damn it. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that. Oh. O'Reilly radiators, I swear. Okay, I was able to stop the leak. The old O-ring that was on the fitting got damaged, so I took it back off, pulled off the old O-ring. Had an old O-ring kit here, thank God. And put a new one on and tighten it up, and it stopped leaking. So yeah, now to go on a very long test drive that I should have been on a couple hours ago. I'll get back to you guys when I'm on the test drive or whatever. But yeah, what a fiasco. This was just to change the radiator. This is the third radiator that I've had to go get. They had to order this one. Like this I had to wait for it. Finally got it in, and it's been 3 days that I've been messing around with this thing. And what a fiasco. Don't get the O'Reilly's radiator. Yeah, you're saving money, but the hassle that you're gonna go through. I'm lucky that I have the tools, because a tap this big, that's like $30. Yeah, that's like $30. The wrench to get it off, I don't know, like $20. Your time, and your effort. I'm gonna put those on. These things go on there. I'm gonna put them on right now. But yeah, like it. Just go to the dealer and get the correct one, because it is a fiasco trying to put in a O'Reilly's radiator. We put a couple in a couple times a year, like 2 or 3 trucks, and every time we get one from O'Reilly's, we go through this. Every single time. Every time we get a radiator from O'Reilly's, we go through this with these trucks. Most of the other vehicles it's fine, but for whatever reason, the Fords are such a fiasco. Yeah, just go to the dealer. It's way quicker. Okay, back on the road again with this piece of shit. Coolant is topped off. Transmission is topped off. It stopped leaking. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Home Depot because I need to get some stuff anyway, and then after that I'm gonna go on a long test drive. Yeah, I'm just gonna drive the fuck out of this thing. I really want to just kill it, because I don't want to put any more head gasket repair in here, because it needs a head gasket. The radiator got clogged because we put that shit in there, and yeah, but my boss wants me to do it, and yeah, I'm kind of on the verge of just like saying fuck it and quitting, like, because it's such bullshit to go do stuff like that. Like, it's so fucking pointless, because we spent about $700 since the head gasket blew, and it costs us $500 to get the parts and everything to do the head gasket. So we've already spent too much on this thing, and yeah, when all you had to do was do the head gasket, because buying a radiator and then buying coolant is like, I don't know, from the dealer it's like $40, and I've done it twice, so it's about $80 worth of coolant that I've put in and drained. And then transmission fluid, obviously transmission fluid ain't that expensive though, but it was like $4 a quart, and I put in like a full quart. So the radiator is like $400. Yeah, and then the cost, the labor for me, I make $20 an hour, and it's taken me 3 days to get all the shit together or get the right shit to even do it, and then to put the goddamn thing in, and then the goddamn thing strips out, and to spend the time to fix that, like, that's a lot of fucking money. We've spent way more than just doing a fucking head gasket, like, I understand that doing a head gasket on these engines can be a little bit complicated, but yeah, it would have been done. It would have been done a long time ago, like. And I would have enjoyed doing that. Like, that sounds cool as shit to go, like, learn something new. But yeah, I mean, I've done head gaskets, don't get me wrong, but like, I've never done one on a Ford, or a Ford with the V10. Yeah, I've done it on a Ranger. Yeah, but yeah, that's besides the point. I'm gonna go drive it around, stop at Home Depot, get some shit, and I know it's gonna lose coolant. So yeah, sit tight. Okay, coming back from the test drive, been driving for, I don't know, about an hour, I think. Hasn't overheated yet, but I'm pretty sure I used a bunch of coolant. Yeah, we're gonna find out as we roll in. I'm actually not that far, like, I'm probably like a minute out. It's just all the way down at the end. Yeah, but just give you guys a quick update. I will get back to you guys when I park it and pop the hood and put the filters away. But yeah, so, this has always been kind of cool. The helicopter just hanging out there. It used to have the blades, but because it got windy real bad, one of them bent, so they took it off. But yeah, all right. So I'll get back to you guys in, TV magic kind of thing.